Greetings everyone, Tarot from the Divine here with your Light and Shadows reading for July the 8th. If your birthday is on July the 8th, happy birthday. So those that have this birthday have sort of a challenging birthday when it comes to love and emotions and how they feel about the environment. Those born on this day may be more environmentally focused, where they're, the environmental activists, or they're trying to save the earth, or they're doing what they can, or they work in agriculture, something like that. So let's start off with our moral guardian of Rahael. And Rahael is the quickly forgiving god, represented by the Three of Swords in the Tarot, growth and teamwork, and then the swords is thoughts, communication, and logic. And it's about love and submission, cures illness, influences paternal love, and gives long life. Now remember, these lights are lessons, okay? They are instructed to give us lessons. So it's lessons about love and submission. That's why the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is pain and loss and can be betrayal. So in this life we need to learn how to overcome these things, and to look for someone that is not going to break our heart. And but we're going to, if you have this birthday, you may end up having your heart broken several times. And of course we have Malphus, who is the shadow, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure, because he's about cruelty, and he's going to make sure everything he can do to ensure that you learn this lesson of love, okay, with the Ten of Swords, of all things. So, he will get you to a point that maybe you don't want to love. And Rahael is not here to make you not want to love. It's to teach you lessons in love, and that not everything is hunky-dory and beautiful and all of that. Sometimes it is, and you appreciate those moments, but love is hard. Love is, it's a difficult thing. Malphus builds houses and high towers, destroys an enemy's thoughts and desires and all they have built, and gives good familiars, but he does it in a cruel way. Okay, so morally, you might, how you think, how you feel, comes out in your physical. But morally, with these two cards, it's, not saying that you won't find love, and not saying that, every relationship you have is going to end in this, but you will experience this along the way. Okay, so it's to overcome and learn the lesson, and once you learn the lesson, then love can come your way. Now we get into the physical, and the physical is also challenging, but in a, it can be in a good way as well. And this is Malahel. And this is your light, your physical light, and represented by the Four of Cups. Structure and stability is the Four, and Cups is emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. Malahel has a healing capacity, protection from weapons, and safety in travel. Courageous and accomplishes honorable actions. Governs water and the produce of the earth, especially plants, for the cure of disease. And then the Four of Cups. What I get out of this is don't become restless and bored with the job of agriculture or saving the environment or working in nature, because nature takes time. It's not an overnight thing, and people can tend to become, disillusioned, or they get tired of it, and in the reverse, they'll feel like they're in limbo, and they have a high degree of dissatisfaction. You work so hard on something, and then somebody comes along and trashes it, like the people who volunteer in the forest, and they come and they rebuild trails and all of that, and then the next season somebody comes along and damages the trail, damages all of their hard work. Well, nature has a way of just working around it, growing around it, restructuring, and we have to learn to be able to do that too. But the shadow side, Emma, I know it says aim, but the pronunciation is Emma, is the Five of Cups, which is despair and instability and conflict, emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. This is relevant for even today's times, with the environmental factors, and everyone is worried about the environment and all of that. And Emma is hard at work destroying the environment. Also can reveal secrets and increases one intellect, spreads destruction by fire. So Emma is busy right now. And it is making those who follow Melahel and those born on this date, it's making their work very difficult. But hang in there, don't be discouraged, don't, just keep plugging away and call on Melahel to I don't want to say rule over, but Melahel has jurisdiction over Emma. So call upon Melahel to use their jurisdiction and, get Emma calmed down, and you can't get rid of them, but get them calmed down and into a tolerable state. Same thing with Rahael and Malthus. Call upon Rahael to get Malthus to not be so cruel and allow love to come into your life. Anyway, that's your reading. Thank you all for being here. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening to these. I hope they help. I hope they give you some perspective at least. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And hey, until next time, have a great day.